on to Sunday. Did you hear about how the mayor's abusing her staff? Isn't the mayor's approval rating kind of odd? Why was I supporting Kyoto again?
Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Kyoto appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding a press conference right now.
Whoa! Gee, I wonder what she's gonna announce.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either.
Would be a weird thing to resign from office if you intended to seek re-election.
During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff.
I feel like she should have given that a qualifier of like the snow sculpture that collapsed and killed someone 2 years ago. If you just say the snow sculpture that collapsed, there's going to be plenty of people watching this broadcast going, what the fuck's she on about? Because like 2 years is a long time. People forget.
In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction.
I'm sure there are fucking loads of deaths that get reported in the news for that like 2 years ago that I just have no memory of now because I'm not like, I don't know the people or whatever, so it just passes by as another shitty thing to happen.
As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself, and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing.
And worst of all, I've been rocking this terrible hair.
I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
Bye! Bye, bitch!
Seems that Hyoto-san's made up her mind. I wonder if she'll be arrested. Good question.
Oh, Kyoto was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame.
Yes.
But she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever. Zenkichi is on the line.
Hey, you guys see Kyoto's press conference?
Now, we thought we'd skip that one. Problem solved.
Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Kyoto in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too, so I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Do police not get tracked?
Sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Like, you pulled some strings to be the one that drives her to the station. The police not going to notice, like, huh, you went somewhere else with her. I'm surprised they even let her be out here. Is she? I guess she's not under arrest. Like, they're taking her to the station for questioning, but not actually under arrest. Well, I guess if they're taking her in for questioning, that is kind of arresting them, right? I don't know. Whatever.
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold. But after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself. And I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl.
I don't think she minds.
I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it.
Yeah, you could say that. Little bit of turmoil. Watching him fucking bleed black goo from his eyes as he dies live on TV in front of the nation.
But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me.
It's a wonder that fucking Haru's not in a, you know, like some kind of mental asylum or something right now from seeing that. Like, that's... Imagine watching your mum or dad die like that on TV. Fucking hell.
I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in. I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
How old is she? Doesn't have a fucking wrinkle on her face. Saying at my age, you'd think like 40s or 50s or something, but she looks like early 30s tops?
Mayor,
Is this gonna be the mum?
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing. Kaho. Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
No?
Hold that thought a moment.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over. Become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why. Oh, right, the guilt?
I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Oh boy.
Mari-san.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's good. I don't feel like she should be allowed to be in that position.
I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying. But it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this?
A little bit fucked. Where's my little bit fucked option? Like, yeah, back then she was a good mayor, but then she allowed herself to become corrupted and power hungry and everything, and that ain't what you want in a mayor. Like, even if that's now gone, like the potential for that is still there, you know, like if she became that way once, I don't know. I feel like she definitely should not be allowed to be mayor again.
I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo to transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
Oh, psychic you are.
No, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san. She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that?
Yeah, just like that.
Hey! That was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Aww.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Well played, beauty thief. Actually, you're more cute than cool.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moving.
You did good, Haru.
It really was touching.
Heyo. What was that? Bond level 27? Apparently Bond goes all the way up to fucking 99. Just like, you know, like levels and stuff go up to 99. Apparently Bond also goes all the way up to 99, which is insane. And I'm, like, definitely not going to get that. 3 palaces down and we're only at like 27. Well, we solved the problem in Sapporo. The question now is, what comes next? It doesn't seem like we'll be making much progress until Zenkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing while we wait? Yes, please. Though it is kind of late, I guess. Doesn't have to be tonight, man. Whenever. At this hour, I would recommend the Ferris wheel over in Suzushino.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should go invite someone to come along. Will it be whoever I speak to first? Or can I speak to everyone? Well, let's see what happens if I speak to
What is it?
Futaba. Is something wrong? I thought we were going to ride the Ferris wheel. Oh wait, is Futaba not in the car? Wait, where is Futaba? Oh, I'm looking at the screen and thinking where Futaba is stood is the car, but the car's right in front of me on the minimap. Hi. There's nothing to do till Zenkichi gets back. You got any plans?
What are you gonna do?
Are you gonna ride the Ferris wheel with Futaba? Okay, I'll ask someone else. I wasn't sure if there would be any more dialogue available or anything, or if it would just be that, essentially. And it is just that, so obviously, we are taking best girl. The game may not remember that we were dating in Royal, but I remember!
Is something the matter?
Good evening, how are things?
What are you gonna do?
Are you gonna ride the Ferris wheel with Makoto? Yeah. Love to take Makoto for a ride. Let's do it.
Let's get going.
Oh, a Ferris wheel. That sounds like fun. Should we go then?
Incredible.
I never would have thought that there was a Ferris wheel right in the middle of the city. The city lights are so beautiful. Thanks for inviting me, Peter. So, am I wrong to consider this a date? Ooh. Are they going to let us re-enter the relationship? Is that going to be a thing? I kind of assumed they just removed all the relationship stuff, like they removed so much of what was in Persona 5 Royal, but maybe not. We're just taking the sights. You nailed it. We're just trying to have some fun. No, you nailed it.
Well,
Yes, I thought so. Well, I hope I don't embarrass myself. I'm sorry if I don't seem like my usual self. I'm just not used to situations like these. You were like 6 months ago, don't worry. You just forgot. Now that I'm in the college, the other girls I know tell me about their boyfriends all the time. I got myself worked up, thinking about how they're all growing up around me while I'm stuck being a kid. Or something of the sort.
oh my.
Wow, I haven't changed at all, have I? That's not true.
Do Do you think so?
Do you mean that in a positive way? I hope so.
I was thinking...
Last year, you taught me that I had the power to change within me all along. But now, I'm seeing the good in the things that never change, like how close we've grown. I want to stick with the Phantom Thieves for as long as possible. You, most of all. That's why we have to solve this case and clear your name, no matter what. We enjoyed the Sapporo evening view together. And fucked on the Ferris wheel.
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
Well, back to square one. That's unfortunate. I'm going to assume that this is going to say there's more evidence of tampering, but it's probably the best answer anyway.
Not to worry. I have it with me. Here.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it.
Hang on, I've just had a thought. You could take the dudes on that Ferris wheel trip as well, couldn't you? Are they, Atlas, allowing gay dating in this game? After it wasn't even an option in Royal? I assume if you take any of the girls, it will refer to it as a date and you can say yes. But if you take the boys, is it still an option to say it's a date? Have they learned? That'd be cool.
Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice. All three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil.
Yeah, that's the difference between the jail people and the palace people, is that the palace people are all evil people to begin with, and the jail people started off decent and became kind of evil. But yeah.
At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
Huh. To keep the monarch confined?
Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
Huh. Now that I hadn't thought of. But if the point is to keep monarchs trapped in that bit, then what is the mastermind needing the rest of the jail for? Because presumably they're trapping them there so that they can have the run of the place, essentially? So, like, why? What benefit is it having for them?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. Monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the Monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the Monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these Monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
Well, you can't be manipulated by nothing, Zenkichi.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Like someone's been tampering, same as before.
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance.
Yup.
Huh. I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
I don't trust the fucking creator of Emma.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma.
Yeah, but a company's not a person. So, you know, who is personally going to be doing it? The head of Medici? Possibly, but unlikely. Much more likely it's the fucking creator of Emma.
Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Yeah, like it has to be linked to Emma somehow, and just the creator fits the role because she is the most knowledgeable about Emma because she literally created it. So if it functions in a way, like it is highly likely that she's the one that made it do so.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Well, you never know with the cops. Just because they shouldn't doesn't mean they won't.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
I don't know, you could just break and enter.
You have a call from Ichinose.
Oh boy, that's her name.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know.
Is it that you are guilty?
So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside.
You're not helping your case.
But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice.
Okay, why there?
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more. And I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. And when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that?
Crazy!
So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island.
Well, guess we're gonna go there.
Wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Super stellar. Now, lose my number. Well done. I'm lathering this well done with sarcasm.
Ooh, is that praise I hear? You mean I did a good job?
Oh god, she's got a praise king.
Oh, me. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
Sure. Watch the news.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Why didn't I have her on fucking loudspeaker?
Okinawa? Crystal clear waters? Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Okinawa soba!
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
I should have picked sugarcane.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
that's what you're naming this thing?
The Feathermobile? Why?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Family, sounds like?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear.
Wife, maybe?
Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little...
Oh, God.
Well...
Oh, no. Do you reckon it's their anniversary? I bet it's their anniversary. I bet it's his wife, mad that he's not home on their anniversary, doesn't believe he's still out working late.
Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
Yeah, but don't worry. There'll probably be a jail that Sophia sniffs out along the way, I would imagine. Same as the journey to this place. We got stopped in another random place. I imagine the same will happen again.
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Yep.
Did you say Kyoto?
Why?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff.
Cop stuff. Sure.
After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance. Even to Kyoto.
Not to worry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts? 21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
Ready when you are. Drive safe. Pedal to the metal.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
It's been a wild ride, but now we're even closer to the truth. Let's head out as soon as we're ready. Make sure you leave nothing undone. Huh. I guess we can go for one last quick buy session. Hello. I certainly didn't expect that press conference to go the way it did. Was I being too harsh on the mayor? Maybe I should run for election. Maybe not.
Hey there. That's super recommended. Sold. That's super. Sold. Thanks.
We have 200k, so let's just splurge.
Hi, welcome. I'll see you again, right?
Less than 20 HP, no longer worth buying.
Take a gander. Is that all? Here you are. Is that all? Here you are. Thanks a lot.
Or I should say 20 or less. Sup?
Good evening.
Sappuro's given me some wonderful memories. Which reminds me, I bought this at the general store, and I was hoping you'd hold on to it for me. If I ever fall down and start crying again, I want you to show me this. It will remind me of all that happened here, and that people can always get back up, no matter what.
Salvia charm. The fuck is that? It didn't. I don't think it said new on it, did it? A beautiful charm made from sage leaves and unforgettable. More bonds.
Let's see.
Nice, nice. Increases the charm. Wait, no. Oh, that's maxed out. Right. What was this again? Increases ammo count for all party members based on gun type. That ammo rarely matters. Oh, right, we wanted to get this one. Evading an enemy attack can grant a counterattack. Sure, sounds good. Perfect counter. If you evade an enemy attack with perfect timing, you will counterattack the enemy with a skill of your current persona's affinity. The risky to attempt. You get a huge advantage if you can strike your foe's weakness. Motherfucker, when I bought this skill, the description said nothing about perfect timing evades. It just said when you evade, not perfect timing evade. So I feel kind of robbed here because I'm never going to go for a perfect timing evade. I feel like that is false advertising. They didn't mention that at all, that it had to be a perfect one, until after you pay for it. Fuck off. Increase the effects of healing items. You know what? Yes. And yes again. Seeing as we are using a lot of those in the boss fights. Oh, I guess I have to decide whether to fucking keep it on easy or go back to normal. Like, I don't know. Normal seems stupidly difficult at times, namely the boss fights, when all your allies just go in and get themselves killed in 2 hits by hugely powerful attacks that they refuse to even attempt to avoid. But then easy was like, I mean, you saw it. I wouldn't have cut the episode, so it will have been in, like, next to each other. You'll have seen how much health the boss had on normal and how damaging the attacks are and everything, compared to when I switched it to easy and it was just the most cakiest of cakewalks that has ever walked. Like, ridiculous difference between these two. Normal feels like it should be what hard is, and so I dread to think what hard actually is. If that's the difference between these two, like, what the fuck is the step up to hard? But anyway, I don't know, like, obviously I hate the combat. I think that's well trodden ground by now. You all are fully aware that I think this combat sucks the fat dick. So maybe I should just leave it on easy so I can just plow through it and get to the bits of the game that I find enjoyable, which is like everything else. But then at the same time, it's just so, like, obviously the jails are like not an insignificant portion of the time, and so if I'm just plowing through everything, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just do easy for the main bits of the jail, do normal rather for main bits of the jails, and then switch to easy for the bosses. But then if I'm doing easy for the bosses, then it's just like, oh well, I may as well just do it for the everything else as well, because I don't know. Like, I know that I could beat everything on normal at this point. Like, I've got the hang of getting the free attacks off, which is the only thing that seems to matter. Like, if you can do the free attacks and you can buy enough healing potions, you can get through anything, so I guess I'll just leave it on easy. I don't know. If I leave it on easy, then that will hopefully mean I don't have cause to complain, because I'm fed up of fucking complaining about the combat system. I'm sure you're fed up of hearing me complain about the combat system. So, fuck it, whatever. Let's just leave it on easy, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything. I truly hope we come back here someday.
You're welcome, Boo.
Yo, check this out, Peter. The detailing on this thing is unreal.
It's a wooden bear statue.
Those eyes, that face, and see how it looks like it's actually moving? Inari'd probably have a lot to say about that. I saw it and just had to have it. Apparently they carved these from the trees around here. Makes sense, seeing as how it's solid wood. I'm more into collecting PVC figures and stuff, so I've never had too much interest in this kind of thing. Still, I know cool when I see it. Do me a favor and put this in the hideout, okay?
Oh, cool. Wooden bear statue, nice.
I think I might have found myself a new favorite, and it's all thanks to this trip.
Nice. Right, let's head over here, speak to everyone else. Hello, Bay.
I suppose we should say our goodbyes to Sapporo. It's too bad we couldn't stay a little bit longer. Sad. Nothing came out. I was really hoping we'd see one. Came out? What do you mean? Futaba told me that ghosts have been known to appear in Suzushino. Can we maybe save this conversation for later? Futaba gets pretty excited about urban legends and stuff. They're just rumors, though. Right?
I don't know. Come back on the Ferris wheel with me. I'll talk to you more about it.
Hey, sorry, Peter. Makoto and I tried this place earlier. And the food tasted just as amazing as it looked. We really had a great time. It had the calories to match, too. We should probably get our butts in gear and work it all off. That parfait probably had around 500 calories or so. Nothing an hour of running won't fix.
What?
An hour? That's worse than I thought it was going to be.
You're a model. How do you not know how long it takes to lose calories?
Maybe we could just spend time exploring the jail instead?
Do something about it.
No. Alright, I should check this place as well.
I can take your order whenever.
Wait, that was a 30 at the bottom. Fuck.
Hi, well, have you decided? Thank you so much. Come back soon.
30's still worth it, 20 no. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum.
What will it be? Is that all you need? It's all yours. That's what you look at. It's all yours. Hey.
Yo! Gramps is gonna be driving all night, yeah? We should probably get him something to help him stay awake.
Indeed.
How about this one? 8 heads of sleep-slaying terror. Unstoppable Orochi, 50 milliliters. Shit sounds kinda dangerous.
Ah, man.
Anyhow, I don't really want to go in here. Wonder if we can just order it online or something? Yusuke, you don't have anything to say to me? I see how it is. I fucking see how it is, my dude.
What's up? That all? Sweet. That's tough. Snack.
Do 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 do.
Welcome. Is that what you? Thank you very much. Come back soon.
We did a Phantom Thieves event at the club and the line was out the door, man. Popped so many damn champagne bottles I nearly lost count. If I ever meet a Phantom Thief, I'd like to shake their hand. Noted. Hope you do, man.
Welcome. Oh, that's cool. Thanks a bunch. Thanks a lot.
Beep, 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 beep. Listen, you won't believe this. That perv actually apologized to me yesterday. Seems like he was working for the mayor. He said the press conference motivated him to clean up his act or something. Apparently his work had caused him all this pent-up stress. Not like that's any excuse to be an absolute pig. But he did drop a lot of money on us last night. He'd better have learned his lesson. Mayor Hyodo's only human. We all make mistakes from time to time, don't we? Even after all has happened, I still believe. I have a feeling she's not out of this race just yet. Well, she did announce on national TV, I assume national TV, that she is out of the race. So it'd be very fucking strange. Like when she said she was going to start from square one, I assume she meant like next election cycle, not the current one.
Hey there. Is this what you'd like? Here you go. Is this what you'd like? Thank you. Is this what you'd like? Here you go. Please come again.
Wop, 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 wop. Alrighty. That's it. That is where we'll end off for today. The fucking lockkeeper down, the fucking actual boss down, and Sapporo pretty much all wrapped up. In the next part, we will be heading off to Kyoto, was it? I think something along those lines, and hopefully finding out a bit more about what's going on in Zenkichi's life. That would be cool, and I have no doubt we will discover that, oh my god, there's a 4th jail in the place that we're going to be stopping off at. What a twist, what a shocking twist that will no doubt be in the next part. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Persona 5 Strikers. Thanks for watching. See you then.